You keep stretching that muscle, don't you? What is it about that?
Listen, you'll see soon.
Oh my God. So, welcome back to EveryTrade. What are you laughing at? Behind the Build, episode 80. Would you believe it, son? Would you, Adam and Eve it? Episode 80. That is amazing. So much content out there now. So many opportunities for people to give us grief in the comments. Speaking of which, I know the title of Wednesday's episode was a little bit clickbaity, and the thumbnail was as well. I didn't write the algorithm for YouTube. I wish I did. I probably wouldn't be sat here now. I'd be sat in Silicon Valley or on my yacht somewhere living the dream. Instead, I'm in Manchester buying bricks. So, I did not write the algorithm. What happens is, I've studied everything about YouTube, watched every video. Honestly, like anything we do in business, we wanted this to be a success, so I thought I'll do my research. And all they say is you have to inject that drama, that cliff edge, that clickbaity kind of title in a thumbnail, in a title, to get views. And you need views to grow your channel. We want to grow our channel. And the more views you get, the better the algorithm responds to the video after that and the video after that. I see everybody else doing it. I do. Channels that I love, they all do a little bit of clickbait here and there. The truth of the matter is, and this is someone else, the director said this actually, Baz, the director, he said, as long as there's truth in the clickbait, or there's truth in the thumbnail, then it's a thumbnail, it's a genuine thumbnail. And it was. People were saying we were going bankrupt. We're not, by the way. But people were saying it. That week, I was getting phone calls. So, in our own way, we addressed it. It is what it is. But yeah, then I noticed as well, with the higher views, you get the hate and you get the trolls. And one of them, did you see that one? The one of them that said, I saw it in the middle of the night, he said, have you had an allergic reaction because your face is swollen? So I genuinely, being the genuine guy I was, I looked in the mirror and I thought, this is like 11:30 at night. It's like, have I? And the penny dropped. That basically means I'm fat in the face. And you know what? He's right. I am fat in the face. So the next day, I made a point of getting up at 6:30, which is early for me, and I went on a lovely morning walk. It was crisp. It was nice blue sky, and I felt really inspired. And I stumbled upon this video. On YouTube where it was about manifestation, and you can be anything you want to be, which sounds obvious, but if you adopt a mindset of saying, I can do that, I can handle that, I can take whatever comes my way. And I knew this already because I've read The Secret and I'm into manifestation and the power of positivity, but it just reaffirmed it. So basically, if that guy hadn't dug me out because of my fat face, I wouldn't have gone on the walk and then I wouldn't have stumbled upon that video. I've sent that video to loads of my friends, loads of people in business, and they're all absolutely buzzing off it. So isn't it weird how life works out? You can turn a negative, having a fat face, into something that's actually really now inspired me to crack on and do some big things. And we've got some really tasty things coming up that me and Alex will be announcing soon. So Hollywood was off for his birthday this week. Give Hollywood some birthday love in the comments. He'll be back later on in this episode. But Stockport's answer to Hollywood, KTM, went out with his trusty iPhone and the GoPro and shot a little bit of footage from a project we've not really brought to you guys before. We call it Project Hallwood. We've not actually shot anything there before.
We've been a bit busy, haven't we, getting around, but we'll do a little walk around when it's all.
You probably can't hear KTM because he hasn't got a mic on, but he basically said, I'm sick, top guy to work for. But yeah, Project Hallwood, KTM, have a look, let us know what you think. And the man at the wheel there is Matt Gratty, one of our long-standing joiner multi-traders, top guy. Doesn't get on the episodes enough because we sort of took him away on the high-end jobs and we don't get to see him enough. But like many of our other unsung heroes, Matt Gratty is at the wheel. How good does that feel?
Very.
Very.
Very good.
So yeah, I wish we brought you more of that project, to be honest. It's a nice little project. It's actually got a nice story attached to it. I think we referenced it in one of the episodes. Basically, the lady has bought it for her son, who is disabled, and yeah, he's going to live in the house. We've adapted it for that. It's his first house. We want to make it really comfy and welcoming, but just fit for purpose for him as well. So yeah, it's been nice. That's actually a subject quite close to my heart, and I don't think I've really talked about it much, but my brother, Rick, who has got cerebral palsy, has just actually... My mum's been his full-time carer for 35 years, and it's his birthday tomorrow now. So give Rick, my brother, some love in the comments below. He's a top lad, but yeah, my mum's been his full-time carer for all this time, and recently she's made a decision. We made it as a family, really, to put him into sort of a residential home with people that can give him full-time care and just give my mum that break that she really deserves. And she's struggling. It's been hard for her. I've tried my best to help her because it's just a different way of life for her. I don't really talk about it much, but really that's sort of shaped mine and our kid and my other brother's lives forever, because we've only known having a brother that's got cerebral palsy. He's in a wheelchair. He's in his own world. He's the happiest lad you'll meet, but he's in his own little world, and hopefully that's a happy world. And again, that's another thing that's probably shaped the way I am in my life, because when we were young, my mum was a full-time carer, a single mum, because my dad had left, and really it was tough, really tough, and there wasn't a lot of money flying about, but it was a great, happy home. But yeah, why have I gone off on this tangent? But yeah, so that project there is close to my heart, and it's gone really well. The customer is absolutely delighted with the project, and we're nearly there now. Wish we brought more, but we haven't. Stay tuned, because later in this episode, we're going to show you the highlights from the Baxenden Car Breakers versus your boys at EveryTrade football match. And there was a little cameo from another YouTuber. I'm sure you can guess who that is. So yeah, it was a good game. It was played in the right spirit. And it's been quite hard work cutting the highlights together, because it was all action. But yeah, stay tuned and we'll bring you that later on. You don't need to be interested in football to enjoy it. Over in Liverpool, the boys at Preferred Joinery are flying. The orders are piling up. It's amazing. And a lot of it is thanks to you guys. It's also thanks to the hard work that we've done behind the scenes, building the website and the AdWords campaign. But at a time when we know the industry is quiet, it's amazing to see that little business that's been around for 27 years flourishing. And our challenge, me, Alex, and the help of Mike and Carly and the guys there at Preferred Joinery, is to get it to that next level where we can up the production, get jobs out maybe a little bit faster, add our own spraying booth, and yeah, it's been good. We've delivered Tony from A&E's project today. He's mentioned it on his Insta, which is really kind of him. But we've got more of that to go, so there'll be a bit more, and Alex might talk about that. So over to Mr. Riddick, who's going to tell you more about what's happening at Preferred Joinery.
So thanks, Chris, and yeah, and welcome back to Preferred Joinery. And I'm standing on Devo's bench because today the oak door, that you've seen is knocking up and getting ready to start building. He's on with it today, so we're going to have a little look and a bit of an insight into what goes on and how he puts it together and how detailed it needs to be, so that's right. Just walk him down me now and see what's going on. But most of it's already been done, but we'll go over now with Devo and see how it all gets pieced together.
So this door, this oak door, which will be going into that oak frame there, we're just going to get a side panel in the bottom, just the rail, which will just fit. Once the door goes in, that's just going to sit in there like so. Well, obviously we've got to cut it to size and everything, and the rail of the door will follow through. So that's going to be just one piece, then glass all the way up then? Yeah, just one piece. Nowhere mid-rail or top rail, just one at the bottom. Well, according to the job sheet anyway. That'll match the door? Yeah, that'll just sit in there, and then the door rail will line up perfect. But obviously we've got to trim it down and cut it in, try and get rid of these knots or do something with it. So what are you doing here now? Just putting the tenon joints on then? Yeah, so now I've got to put the door together. So basically I've worked out how wide my door needs to be, which is 902 mil. All I have to do then, to get the width of your door, you need one door style and the other style. I'll just use the one for now. When you put them together, you measure them, and whatever it comes to, this one is 159 if I remember. You knock 159 off 902, and that's your shoulder size then. So when you put it together, that
will sit into there.
Yeah, and that will sit into there, and the width will be perfect.
Yeah.
So you basically have to work in exact millimetres.
So you've already rebated the bottom there then?
Yeah, it's already rebated for the glass, yeah. You have to do that first. And the next thing you do now is the shoulder, which is, right, need me beer goggles for
it's
this.
Nice though, old Hunter's been all plain.
Yeah, it is. I'm putting the fresh cutters in as well this morning, so they're nice and clean, like.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to put them in for ages, but...
saved it for this?
Yeah. They need it, you know, oak and that, you can't afford to have any, like, you know, thingies, so it's got to be spot on. So that shoulder size is 708. So what you mark is 7.
I thought you couldn't measure a mil.
I couldn't.
Yeah? I thought you were only foot in inches.
Well, you know,
can do
I've had
mil,
to join the 21st century, haven't I, and start doing mills. Don't want to do it, but it's the revolution now, isn't it? So I've had to learn.
I can't measure in inches or not a mil.
No, oh, it's always been mil with me, because it's much more accurate. See,
Yeah, it's
708. So, like I say, if you measure them two together, 96 and 96 comes to what? That's the width I want. So once I've got that, I have to run it through the tenonet. So the first thing I'll run through is the mid rail, because it's rebated both sides. Unfortunately, when you come to the ten on the other side of the rail, you can't do it with that there, because that's for the rebate. You know, to sit on like so.
Sit on to keep it
to keep it like that. But this being the tranny, you can reverse this and do both sides. With the bottom and top rails, you have to take this off and
so it sits in tight.
So it sits it flat against you. Yeah. So I'll just mark this and run it through.
So Devo is just working on the oak door that you've seen. You've seen it originally on this bench here to come in as the rough sawn timber. Then it got planed down to size for the stiles. And then now Devo's working, putting it all together. The frame, as you say, has been knocked up and done there. Just putting the harder job together now, which is the actual door. And it's a decent door, this decent size as well. And with it being oak, you know, it's not cheap, it's expensive. So it's going to be a nice looking door once it's fully done. That's why he's taking a little bit more care, making sure it's right.
That's correct.
Because you can't fill this one, can you?
You cannot, mate, no. Not much anyway.
Because most of the time when you put an oak door in, it's stained, isn't it? Osmo oiled?
Osmo oil, this one. 2 coats it's getting.
Yeah. So you need to be bang on to the mill. Yeah. And no mistakes. We're putting a bit of pressure on Devo, we're filming them, so...
You are a little bit, yeah. You know, my hands are shaking now, you know. They weren't before till you two walked in. There's your rail. Nice and tight.
Nice. And what are your next steps then now?
Right, well, once the door's put together.
So you've just got to then knock it all up then once you've finished tenon this?
Once I've done my, like for instance, that's the mid rail. So if you can imagine that's like that in the door. My next move now is to fit these mullions, which fits into the door like so. Just even it out into thirds, so the glass is even.
Oh yeah, so there's 2 of them going in, isn't it?
Yeah. Bottom of the door is just a solid oak panel, which will be them 2 rough sawn pieces there. They're going to get planed. I mean, sometimes it's difficult to tell it's oak until you have machined it, until you get down to the bone.
Obviously that's what it looks like every time it comes into the factory, and you can imagine then the lads do what they need to do to form and make what they make.
That's right, yeah. So if you want, I can play in the face of this and just put it back to there.
Oh yeah, so a couple of more goes of that then?
Yeah. It's slightly different, the grain, but you know, it's all the same timber, which I think is a good thing really. It's good that it looks different in parts, gives it a bit of character instead of just the one shade.
So then after that then, knock it all up together dry, set it down there?
Yeah, put it all together dry and then clean all the insides up, and then obviously plane the panels up, which will sit in the bottom of the door. Eventually.
And then it's done, isn't it?
And then it's done, yeah. And then my work, I'm finished for the year then. I'm retiring then.
Over, finished?
Early retirement, yeah, I've had enough. Don't want to do any more, I've had enough.
Yeah.
management get on me bloody nerves. This isn't recording, is it?
So, as you can see now in front of me are the fully built windows for Tony, and we've been waiting for ages for these boxes to come back in, a lot longer than usual, because I think because of the temperatures now and the change in temperatures, I reckon the spray lads who we use have a little bit of difficulty getting them to dry, and it was taking longer than usual for them. So normally we'd have had them back a little bit quicker, which is why we were waiting. That's why all the sashes were all glazed up and waiting in the container until the boxes come in, but all the boxes are in now and the lads are now putting them all together. So all the upstairs is getting done first, was Tony's come on and asked for them to be done first, because they're going to come this week and pick them up and take them back with them. But you can see the lads now done the first 4. Danny and Rich are on both of them now on their benches, carpeted up, keeping it all protected so it doesn't scratch, and they're building them all together. But you can see the operation there now of them, how smooth they are. Lovely. So you can see a couple little bits of masking tape put on there, just where the lads have put the parting beads on. So they'll put a little bit of tape on, fill it. Staff bead? Is it? It's parting bead, isn't it? What's a parting bead then? Okay, sounds. I'm getting shouts at that. Oh yeah, was it party?
The name says it all.
Listen, I'm still... Hey, don't be saying that. So yeah, I'm getting shouted at now. So it's a staff bead. Staff bead. It's got masking tape on, and then it's going to get touched in with a little bit of filler, just to hide the nail, and then touched up with a little bit of paint, just to hide. And there's no other way of doing it other than that. But by putting that masking tape on, it allows just the right amount of filler to sit on the nail and not damage the paint. And then you peel that off and then touch it with a little bit of a cotton bud or a squirrel hair brush to stop any strokes getting shown. But other than that, they look good, nice. Spray windows are a totally different finish compared to hand painted. Even the operation of it's a lot smoother, a lot cleaner, every single gap's covered, and it just looks like a PVC window in my opinion. Really nice. You can still see all the weights in the side, as the lads haven't put the bits on yet, but the first 4 are done. And the glass that's being used on these ones is a Canterbury style glass. It's quite hard to source the ones. Did they get laminated or did they get toughened in the end? Yeah, because it was dead hard to find somewhere where they would do it fully toughened. But yeah, Canterbury glass, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but to keep in with the existing property, I think that's why they've gone for it. But again, another window looking nice again there, and the lads are just working through them on the benches. And you'll see we get the carpet out for when we do sprayed jobs, so any sprayed window or door, when they get put on the benches, gets put on carpet just to stop it from scratching or getting any damage, and then the lads just fit it out nice and neat. This is probably the nicest part of doing it, isn't it? The fit out.
Yeah, just got to be more careful. It just takes a lot longer to do.
It takes longer doing a sprayed job because you need to make sure.
It's hard and normal.
Yeah, because you've got to be a little bit more cautious. But the finish is miles better. So the little sash window job that was in the middle you seen last week, when we were waiting for the putty pointing to be done, has all been done now, and you'll see the insides there has all been putty pointed off. Craig is just cleaning them down now, as I say, because every time it gets done there's always a little bit of residue that's left after the lads who we get in who does it. So just get a better finish. Craig then just cleans it all off then, and they'll look like this once they're done. Now these have only been primed and they're going to get painted on site, but that's it now. We'll fit them the way they are, and then the customer is going to get their own painted in to paint it. Because what you need to do is, once it's on site, you need to paint over the putty and put a small layer, just a little line of paint onto the glass to get that seal. And it's one of the things that they need to do as soon as it gets fitted. But as I say, they're doing that themselves, they didn't want us to do that. But yeah, I'd say that's it. Nice, neat putty putting job, and looks nice and neat there now, but it's so hard to do that and have the skill to do it. And we have had a couple of people try and come in and do it, and we always end up going back for the same guy. He's been doing it for years and he's got the little knack for it. So the door, what Craig was tasked with doing, the curved bead has now been done as well. So you see how he's done it. It's a little bit more sanding to do on it and get it done. But it's ready now in for the glass. And what he ended up doing was cutting a piece, putting it on a bandsaw on an angle to get it, and then obviously fitted it in pieces then, because you wouldn't get it in all one, because it just snap. So pieces as it goes round, and that'll get corked and filled then, once it's all in. But curves in anyway, which is nice and difficult, and the frame for it is there, and he's got another arch to do as well. So another bit of a curved bead to do for the top. And you'll see there in the transom as well, a bit of a fluted decoration. So once the door's in, you've got the glass. I think the door number's going to go in there. It's got a little bit of a fluted decoration there, which is nice. I've never seen that before like that. You know, it's a nice little detail there, to be honest with you. And you'll see there, it's got a nice little chamfer down. It stops there as well on the edges. So good little detail that you can't really pick up on the camera. But once it's all painted and done, you'll see it a lot more. Danny and his wisdom has just taught me, or corrected me now on my stuff. So where I was saying over there, the parting bead, I was wrong. It's a staff bead. So the staff bead is what sits on the top there. It's right in it down, like that. And in behind it, it has a little draft seal, which you can imagine there now when that sash is slid up, it slides underneath and this runs all the way around. So that little line you see there goes behind that bead, and the little groove inside there is what the draft seal sits in. And essentially, when that sash slides up, it'll sit in nice and tight all the way, and it gives it that guidance then coming up and down. And then this piece underneath here is the parting bead, which is what it is. It separates the two sashes between, so it is, isn't it? Separates the two sashes in it, which is the parting bead.
And they're draft sealed as well.
I know what I'm talking about now. So, staff bead. Seen a staff bead like that before, yeah?
I have no.
So there, what Danny was saying to me then, so I was moaning about the gas ring, see what's that for? So them staff beads will sit on it like that, and inside there,
Yeah.
it'll have a brush seal,
Yeah.
which stops the draft then coming through. So when that sash slides up,
It'll close into it.
yeah, and that bead sits all the way around the sash, up the sides and across the top. And then what I was saying, what I thought these were the parting bead, is that parting bead which separates the two sashes between the two. And then down the end there, that's been got a draft sealing as well.
Yeah.
And when it comes up this side, it'll switch the other way, so it seals that sash, and that bit seals that sash.
Clever, isn't it?
How's it going anyway?
Yeah, it's going sound, yeah. Just painting at the moment. Just getting all that out. Then I was on that yesterday.
It's nice that,
I
isn't
was
it?
on that as well, on the doors.
Yeah, that's good though, isn't it? That one, with the fluted finish on the top.
Chamfers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I was just mentioning
nice.
stuff. You can't even tell, can you, without looking close? Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Some
lovely.
detail in it.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I am, yeah. Enjoying it, learning. Probably learned the most.
If I didn't
really,
do the YouTube,
Yeah.
I wouldn't learn as much, would I? Because I'm putting myself on in that. I get judged every week,
Yeah,
mate.
you
I say something wrong, and people in the comments at me, hey, you said it wrong or whatever, me words. I said something about a shiny colour or something like that, I think the other week, and someone said, I can't wait to see that colour. I think it was that. Someone will probably pull me up in the comments. So Tony A&E's door has now been knocked up by Dev. So you remember the discussions that were going on the other week, last week or the week before, and they showing you the frame and the top shaft getting done by Devo and the detail going into it. All the doors being knocked up now and put together and glued. Once the lads have pushed through getting the windows done, they're again going to make a start on this, getting all the beads done and finishing off, trimming it all down, and it'll go onto Craig's bench to get dressed up, ready to be painted and stuff like that. But for now, it's just sitting there while we're working through these jobs, get them out the way, jump on that next. But yeah, that was the one that we've gone through on there. It should be nice when this is done. There's loads of detail going into it, all the beading and stuff like that they've got to do to dress it. And you'll see obviously the photo as well, what it looks like. So it's going to be an exact copy of that. So that's it for today on Preferred. Nice couple of jobs going through. I'm happy to see Tony's job getting done and nearly coming to the end now as well. So the lads, to be honest with you, so we can get that out the way, done, and then focus on the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃 one next, which is another nice big window order that we're doing. A couple of doors still flying through, which is what Devo's done there. That oak one will be nice when it's done, so we'll show you that. Still got that curve one to show once it's fully done, and Tony's one as well when it's done. So nice, three different types of doors there that are all good in their own nature. So yeah, there's loads of few things going on. So Mike's just turned up. I need to go through a few things with him. So yeah, busy day. So with all that being said, I'm going to hand you back over to Manchester.
I'm actually intrigued to know how much of you guys love the Preferred stuff, because in the comments sometimes you get people that absolutely love it, and then sometimes you get people that prefer the building stuff. And I guess that's the appeal of our channel, is that we cover such a wide range of things: the building work, the yard, the business side, property. And I guess people will watch for different reasons, and you just can't please everyone. But I love the preferred stuff because you're seeing craftsmen at work and some of the stuff that we're producing. And I am bragging in a way. It's weird because I feel like I'm talking about somebody else's business, but it's actually our business. But because we acquired it, it feels like I can talk about it in this way. They turn out amazing work. They've been doing it forever. You know, the guys there in the factory know exactly what they're doing, and I'm really proud to own that company, and so's Al. But back to the building work. We haven't been over to Project Grange for a while. I think it's because we were waiting for some steels to come. It's been a bit of an in-between stage in a job, and you get that sometimes. The brickwork flies up, and then you're waiting sometimes. You can lose a week. But we're cracking on over at Project Grange, so let's have a look. So, one of the good things, one of many good things about having this YouTube channel is the reach. And you don't know who's watching, or you don't know who's watching that know people who are watching. So it's amazing. And we've had a little package delivered here, and it's finally started happening where people are sending us nice things. I've got an idea. I think I know what this is, but I'm going to open it live and get you what I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
Yes, look at this. Mate, Barry Hearn's book, unbelievable autobiography by an absolute legend, signed. There's one for me, and there's one for Katie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's mate, unbelievable. Oh, mate, it's even better. This is actually from Matchroom as well. So I can't claim that Barry is watching, but basically the guy reached out to me on LinkedIn. He watches Nicholas Russell, lovely guy, really positive about it. And then he's dropped into conversation that his wife is Barry Hearn's PA. And those of you who know about Barry and Eddie Hearn, his wife is like a really long-standing PA. I think she's like worked for Barry for like 30 odd years, which is a testament to her and of Barry as well. If you've not read Barry's book, it's amazing. Eddie as well. For me and Kieran, Jenny's. No, I'm not sure. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Might be a little switcheroo going on.
Oh my god, that is amazing. For me and Kieran at KTM, Eddie and Barry Hearn, they are the men. Like we literally watch their content all the time, and Eddie's just a genius. And for me personally, I love the sort of thing with Eddie and Barry, the father and son thing, because it made me kind of envious, but that's how a father and son relationship should work. And obviously I've not been able to have that with my dad, although I will make sure I have it with my son. But there's a bit of rivalry, there's a lot of pride and encouragement, and it's amazing. But honestly,
That's class.
I know Nicholas and Nicholas's wife, you don't know how much this means to me and KTM. Honestly, we love it so much. Like, we love these two. We talk about it way before YouTube, and I still listen to Eddie at night time. I have read both these. They're both amazing. Both amazing books. So if you've not read them, get them read. Two of the most down-to-earth success stories you'll ever read. You don't care what you think about Eddie, still the greatest at what he does, best in the world. And before that, there was Barry, who basically set the wheels in motion. So unbelievable. Thank you so much. It means the world. Just a bit emotional. I actually am a bit taken aback by this. Feels like an emotional day. So I was getting a bit choked up about my brother before, so strange. But yeah, this is amazing. Like, thank you so much. It makes you realise, like, when you get a bit of grief in the comments, like we did a little bit at the weekend, and as I said before, it doesn't bother me. Like, I find it funny, but sometimes you think, why do we put our business out there? All we're trying to do, like anybody else, is build our business, feed our families, promote it, tell the story, maybe try and help some other people along the way. And you get people that just dig you out. Alex says he'd love just to sit in a room with these people, like, not in an aggressive way, but just say, why do you think it's okay to have a go the way I speak or my physical appearance? Do you know me? Do you know of me? I get it. You just get trolls. It's just all part of business, and it is what it is. The Baxenden boys warned me about it. They play it quite well. They make a joke of it. It's like water off a duck's back. More on those little scoundrels later. But yeah, I just wanted to say again, thank you so much to Nicholas and his wife for sorting this out. I mean, yeah, Eddie and Barry, honestly, way before YouTube or anything like that, these guys were inspiration. They've got a Netflix documentary coming out soon, I believe, and it's going to be epic, and I can't wait. So, over in Liverpool, Project Adelaide. That's one of ours, mine and Alex, through our Emperor brand. If you're not following the Emperor pages, Emperor Property, Emperor Home, get them followed on Instagram, where we're posting daily. Because obviously, we are property developers. A lot of our profit from our businesses gets diverted into property, which is a long-term strategy. So it doesn't make us rich now. And yeah, we're asset rich, I suppose, but you can't pay your bills in bricks and mortar. So Alex is going to give you a little update. Actually, you just reminded me, yesterday, I had a meeting. It's been a bit of a surreal week, actually. I had a meeting with a guy who's a chairman of a very successful business, very successful company, a household name. I speak to him. He lives near me, basically. And he basically said, do you want to meet for a coffee? I met him. He showed me a deal that he may be interested in sending our way, whether we can work together or we could do it for them or whatever, or we buy it. But then he gave me sort of an hour of his time, more than an hour actually, of just like a guy that's been a chairman for 40 years. And he just gave me an hour of his time and an hour of his wisdom. Didn't ask for anything, but I tried to pay for the drinks, wouldn't have it. Just really lovely guy. And I could have just sat there and listened to him all day, just passing on like learnings about how to deal with people, how to react to situations, talking about how they dealt with COVID, actual crisis where they had hundreds, maybe thousands of jobs on the line. It was unbelievable. So yeah, again, it's just all part of putting it out there and hoping these things come back. But I find that like-minded people that are successful, people that are ambitious, gravitate towards each other. But you've got to put it out there. So yeah, over to Project Adelaide Point 2 or 2.0 for a little update on where we're up to on one of our projects.
So we are back on Project Adelaide 2.0, Chris calls it, but this is like 6.0. The car coming down now, so I need to be fast, but the scaffold's up obviously, as you've seen going up the last time we were here. Roof's all been done now. Inside, more or less first fix on the plumbing side. The sparks are coming in tomorrow to get their bits done. And everything else is moving, all the windows are going in. All the new ones are on the back, I'm told. Haven't been in yet, so I need to see. And then we've got the bay windows to go in. Oh yeah, bay windows up there have been started. So they must be working their way through. The lads are having a good clear out, I can hear inside to get ready for the next set of trades, which are the sparks to come in. So let's go and have a look. So yeah, inside, I can see the shower stays are in. Alex is here as well, just finishing off some of the waste. All the soil stacks are in, most of them. He's just got the smaller waste to do for the sinks and just finishing off doing the showers, but they're all in, bedded in, nice and neat, which is good. The lads are just clearing out now as well, because Nick, the roof has been in and finished, and that's just a bit of residue left from upstairs where he stripped the roof. We're going to have a look at that in a sec. But extension's up. Extension roof is now on as well. We're just waiting for the scaffold on that back section to be tucked down. We're going to leave that section up here. We're going to take this section down, which will enable us to get this watertight. But then we'll keep that bit up there because we still need to render the back of the house. Once that roof's on, we'll be able to protect it and stand on that, then to render that last little bit above. once all the flashing's being dressed in and stuff like that. Scaffold in the front will stay up as well because we've got GRP to do on the bay. Yeah, looking good. Good progress. All the windows are here and there going in. Upstairs has been started, hasn't it, Chris? Yeah.
Done.
So we'll have a little look at that as well. So the scaffolds have actually beat me to it. We come in the back, and he'd been here early this morning, and he took out the piece that was going over the back of the house because the roof for Nick was finished yesterday, and they've come back early this morning and took it off. So that's what we were talking about, which is going to leave that section there so we can still render the side of the house, but the bit above this roof has come off to enable us to get this watertight. And then, as I say, we'll just put planks down in and protect the new tiles, but the lead flashing will be in, bedded into the mortar, and we'll be able to render down over it then to get a nice edge so no water runs in. But we're just checking a few things there, me and Christian, to make sure it works. In the existing valley on the back, it's got like lead leading into next door, and we're just working out the best way to do it. We're going to GRP our side, which is what Christian's just talking about doing. We'll have a little look upstairs in a minute and see what it is we need to actually do. But it's probably the best thing that we need to do, to be fair. But as I say, yeah, by the end of this week we should be fully watertight, all the doors and windows in, that roof will be done. We've got a bit of bricking in to finish there, just up to the pitch of the roof, and then we're all good, ready to start rendering, aren't we?
Ready.
So moving good on here now at this pace, really nice. And as I say, the sparks will come in, get their bits done, and then we won't be far off getting ready to get the insulation done and get the plastering done just before Christmas. But we're just waiting on Matt to confirm a date of when he can come and do it. The lads are just clearing out all the stuff now, so all the surplus materials that we've used to get to this point now is all going to get moved to the next job. So these are all going to go over to Leopold jobs we're doing for the customer, because we'll use it up on there. As I say, you always have a little bit of surplus stuff, and it's just moving it to the next one, and because they're now next in line after this to get to this stage, take it all to there. And we're ready now, really. All the plumbers have done their bits upstairs, shower trays are in, see all the hot and cold flowing returns are all in. Waste still got to go in there. Is it in for the sink?
Yes.
And that needs bringing out, that.
Yeah, a bit of, yeah, just a bit of.
Just a little bit.
One more pre-bit too.
Yeah, so just need to bring this out because the sink's going to go here. So we need to just bring that out a little bit more before we board there. And as I say, now we're ready for Kevin, our electrician, to come in and do his first fixes, which he's doing.
Oh, he's starting the morning.
Tomorrow, yeah. So he'll knock these 2 floors off in a day easy. And then he's just got downstairs to do, but he'll wait until we've put that roof on, fall back for the day, finish off the downstairs in the basement, and then that's it then. By that point we can start insulating upstairs, getting ready for boarding and skimming. But at this point now it's simple, really, to be fair. All the ducting as well, which you can see behind me, is going in, because as I say, each bathroom apart from this one has a full inline fan system in, which means that the negative air gets took out 24/7 from all them bathrooms, which is good because then it stops the tenants from being able to turn it off. This one is a little bit hard to get over there, so it just has its own individual one that's vented out through the wall and has its own switch. So this could be turned off by the tenants, but 1 out of 6 is not bad, really. But the other ones are all going in up our service void. The windows, well, yeah. So you see now the bay windows are fitted, and you remember the old ones had the openers up there, and what we've done this time around is asked for them to be lower down, so you didn't have to stand on there to open it. You can just do it from here now, which is nice and easy for the tenant who's in this room to be able to operate. Again, put trickle vents on every single window and just make sure they're on all of them, so there's enough ventilation coming in. We're just taking that air out through the inline fan. It's nice to have clean air coming in through the vents, even if they haven't got the windows open, just to get that nice airflow going through. With students, sometimes you just leave everything closed, and you can sometimes try their own clothes in the rooms, and it creates condensation. So to have that airflow helps a lot. And as I can see up here now, again, plumbing more or less boxed. Just a few bits that need tidying off there for the radiator. Where's that one? Where them going there? Them two? Just need putting into an elbow.
Connected, yeah. Just like to the main one, to the 22.
Yeah, so just need to tie a few bits in there, but other than that, you know, it's looking good. Me and Christine just looking at the roof there. There's a few little bits we just noticed, and you could probably get away with leaving them, but you just never know with rain. We get side rain some days, it just gets in from everywhere. So while we've got the opportunity and scaffold and access, just do it properly from day one now, and then it'll be sealed then for life. We shouldn't have any headaches, because we've got some headaches now we're dealing with on the older houses.
No.
And the water's getting in, we can't find where it's coming in, and they're on roofs that we didn't swap. We left the existing roof Because back then, you know, we were trying to save a lot more money on the jobs, and we weren't really thinking as far in the future as we do now. And we didn't have as many houses to maintain, and the less maintenance you have through the year, the better it is. So by doing things properly from the start as best you can't eliminate every issue, but potential issue. But it helps you with it helps you with your maintenance costs going forward. It helps with the tenants, you know, attitude and mood of living in a property and having no problems. And it's just better anyway all around. So the few little bits we've noticed there with the ridge, the chimney stack with the new leathers, just a few more bits of lead meat to put on. They make a massive difference, which you know about now then, don't you? So yeah, so windows are in. So last time you would have seen these wouldn't have been in. It would have been the old roof, the old membrane. So they're all in now, conservation style, with the bar running through the middle, if you're wondering what that is for. Here's our purling, which as I say on them Leopold ones are doing now. And the new way of doing it without the gallows brackets, with the steels. It allows us to take this front one off, gives us a bit more headspace, because this will get flattened off like that and come up, so just makes the room feel a little bit bigger. You remember the old Velux windows as well, they've all been infilled and tiled over now. We've got our nice little window that we always do in the hallway, which just lightens up that stairwell. There's got the Ross and Ray, once they've done the floors on Leopold, they'll drop into here and do a bit more first fix journey to get that tunnel built before we board and skim.
Yeah, tunnel and the access, loft access.
Loft access as well, which would be in it's going to be in the hallway still.
And let's work on the Sparky first.
Yeah,
let's work the Sparky fix first, and we work our own team.
And but upstairs has all been clean. I'd say the lads have started there, cleaning up here to go down. Alex, the plumber, downstairs, putting shower trays in and working their way up, opposite from where it's getting cleaned. So there's 2 more shower trays to go in there, I can see. And then that's it then, really. It's looking good. Ready for insulation, that?
Ready for insulation. I started to order it.
Yeah. So yeah, by doing it this way, putting the new membrane in, we don't have to cross batten. Whereas if we would have kept the old felt in, which is not breathable, we'd have had to cross batten first. It takes me back to my site days, this. Remember on my breaks, I was working on the big jobs down in London. And we do like 12-hour days, most days. And every time we'd have a break, and it was sunny, because down here is a different weather system back up in Liverpool. You'd always just get a chance to sit in the sun and chill. And when it was in the summer months, you used to like take your pants off, just get down to your boxies, try and build up a bit of a tan, or just keep your high-vis on, because you have to keep your health and safety on, so you'd have an hard that's on high-vis, no top, and sit in the sun for a bit and chill. But yeah, so good inside, good progress, and I'm happy to see where it's going. I'm just hoping that Matt can fit us in, who's our plasterer, before Christmas, because I know he's busy on other jobs, and we are on track to be able to get him in within the next week or 2 now, which would be perfect for us to again let him fall in a week or 2 before Christmas, before we break up, and then when we could come back in the new year, it's a blank canvas for us. It's just hit it on the second fix, which is perfect timing for us to get it done, and we can focus on the finish and get it right and do some good stuff inside and try and put a few more design elements in there on the finish, because we've got a bit of time to do so. So yeah, but with all that being said, I'm going to hand you back over to Chris in Manchester.
So this week is nearly in the can, nearly done. Been an alright week, to be honest. We had the match with Baxenden, which you're going to find out the results very, very soon. James texted me actually and said, make sure we look good. We don't want to give it away, but how do you feel after the match?
Good. Hollywood's got some work cut out to make us look good, though.
He has, to be fair, and honestly, he's got a wide-angle lens as well, which has made my face look even more swollen. I know, yeah. But yeah, favourite time of the week, said no business owner ever, the pay run. Yeah. And it's looking big. Tasty. Yeah. Yeah. Say what, you're happy if you're him, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh. He's cleaned up. It's these Abersock. The lads in Abersock are absolutely smashing it.
I'll have to send the grab down to get his wages.
Can I get on the tools?
I know, yeah, mate. That's the crazy thing sometimes, though, that honestly, whether people believe it or not, but we pay people that are earning more than us, that actually are so-called working for us. But I don't care, because my motto has always been, or my ethos has always been, I want people that work for us to earn as much as they possibly can, as much as their skill set, as their responsibility, as their time they put in dictates. You know, it's the bottom line. We agree an hourly rate with people, and if they work 10 hours, they get paid for 10 hours. If they work 24 hours, they get paid 24 hours. As long as we're getting what we need and the customer's happy with what they're getting, and the company makes some profit, because you need profit for things like this fine specimen here, then I'm happy. So yeah, that is the way the game works, and it is a game, really. It is. The bottom line, it needs to make sure that after everything's paid, after we're paid, because there's no point in doing it if we don't get paid, there's money left in the pot to keep the business growing, keep investing in the marketing and things like that. But it's hard, isn't it? Because it's like a juggling act, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. But it's just ensuring you're literally on the ball with getting your money in each week from each customer.
Is that a typo, or is he actually getting paid that much?
No, it's right, yeah.
Whoa!
Unless I've miscalculated his overtime.
Why has it got 0 next to yours?
Well, that's
standard.
That's my standard weekly
Double
rate.
time for you, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Anyway, enough of all this.
Yeah.
This week, we had a football match, a five-a-side with Baxenden Car Breakers. I went a bit far and I bought a trophy. You'll see in a minute. This is the inaugural EveryTrade Cup, yeah? And we want the winners to play another YouTube channel out there, maybe D&J, because I think there's a few Andy lads there. And then the winners of that match will play the winners of another YouTube channel, and so on and so on. We'll pass the cup around, and I think it'll be amazing. It was great. We had a beer with the lads afterwards. You'll see some on their channel. It was in pretty good spirits, but it was very competitive because I know James and John really wanted to win. So, enough talking. Hollywood's editing this, so it's going to be like, touchdown! I'm not worried about that.
3-pointer!
Yeah, I know. So, I don't know what the edit's going to be like, but this is what happened on Tuesday night. Right, you keep stretching that muscle, don't you? What is it about that?
Listen, you'll see soon.
Oh my God, right, so the waiting is over. We're here. They did try and bottle it today. I had to talk them round. They brought in a ringer, keeper.
What, Ben?
No, he looks good. But wait there, look. Yeah, here's your gloves. Your gloves.
These
Ben,
gloves are good grip.
your gloves.
Ben, come on.
These are like,
No, it's when you've got a
what's
game.
that keeper called?
No, it's when you've got a game at 7, you've got to chuck a mix
yeah,
on it.
there you are. Yeah, I'll show you our gloves. Oh, here you go.
Listen,
One of them.
Listen, he's got all the gear, but no idea.
But look, this is what we're playing for. The inaugural EveryTrade trophy. Where do you think this is coming? Back to
ours. I'll tell you what, it's actually decent metal as well.
You're not weighing that in. You are not weighing that.
That is going to go on my shelf.
We'll see. Right, we'll
see.
find out. But he's actually taking it very seriously.
But I don't want to lose. I don't like losing. But listen, we're in it. We're full heart here. So
is it true that John used to play for Accrington Stanley up front?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Nah, did he?
John!
Miles
used to play for Accrington Stanley.
Miles, are we up for it,
Miles
lads?
looks good.
Right,
Miles
any
looks
words
too.
before the game starts?
Let's see how we get on. Come on, the boys. Right, let's have it. We've got a bit of an injury here. What's up, John? John? We don't know if he's hurt his ankle or he's faking it. Because, what's the score?
I don't fake score.
7-2. 7-2. You alright, John? What's up, mate?
Was
it one of my players foul you, or did you?
No. As I was going over, just frigging ankle went. Just tipped over, gone.
Do you reckon it's these boots? This is
yeah,
what,
probably.
Did you find these in the back of a car?
I did indeed.
Oh, that's maybe what it is.
You know for a fact he didn't pay for them.
What do you reckon, Dave?
Right, listen, we're a man down. We're getting beat, but we're not going to give up. We've got the secret weapon. Ben, listen.
Yeah, go on, Ben. Ben, are you up for it? We got there's a defibrillator. We have got a defibrillator, yeah.
I'll do it.
Right, Johnny in net then.
I'll try it.
To be fair, it has been a close game.
No, it
has.
was close for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here he is. Yeah, James. Dave, you might have to play. Dave, you might have to play. He's got an injury already.
Oh, do you want to play?
Yeah, he had to.
John's
on his ankle, hasn't he?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I can't believe you threw a ball this way. Oh, I couldn't see you, mate.
No, you said you come to see me. You said to come to see me. Who's this lad? He'll play. You'll play, won't you? Yeah.
I'm not that right.
Have you got my coat? You got my coat on?
Oh, is it yours?
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man, what's going on? Tonight. Right, go on, let's go for it. Woo! Come on, boys. We're, 7-2 up. 7-2, I think. Who scored? I've got what? Boys, clear. No, Danny's invisible. Right, come on, boys, 7-2.
Driving a forklift, is it?
was the final score?
Oh, we lost count. It was about 15-4 maybe.
Trophy time, Dave from D&J. Come on, boys.
Cleaning it up.
Come on, lad.
Get it polished.
Well
done. Winners.
Cheers, mate.
Good game.
Cheers, mate. Enjoyed that. So how's your ankle, John? Well, let's have a look. Is it swollen?
No, I'm not taking on.
You were good. It was good in net, though. It was good in net. He was really good. It's like a cat in net. It is, yeah.
Maybe that was his tactic.
The EveryTrade Cup. Should we have a rematch then? Let's have a rematch.
We need to train.
Dave, D&J got a team. Yeah, D&J's going to put a team.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yes.
We should actually do it more often, though. I'd be up for that.
Other YouTubers as well.
I need to train.
No, but you can say you've got the talent there, though. You can tell you have some talent in there. That goal you scored there.
I scored one.
Did you get that goal of it? Oh,
you best have got that. You best have got that.
Recording.
Oh, shut up.
I know, £40 that cost. Yeah. Yeah.
With your...
Yeah, no, he spelled it wrong. He's got the lowercase t as well. Fuming.
Have they actually spelled it wrong?
Is there something underneath?
Come on, Albert.
No, he never made one with that.
Albert the base, come on. Well done, boys. Well done. Good game. Good game.
So, there you have it.
Cheers. Yeah, we need to get us all in there.
So, with all the excitement of the match, I forgot to record an outro to this week's video. Hollywood is sat there patiently waiting. And my wife, Rachel, is behind the camera. This is about the 700th time we've tried this. It's pretty bad to us. I'm going to smash her head in. Anyway, thanks very much to the Baxenden boys. It was a great match, played in the right spirit. Yes, we smashed them. However, we had a nice drink at the end, and it's great hanging around with them and like-minded people like that. So who next for EveryTrade? How about you, D&J? Or Dainslow boys? You fancy it? We'll meet you halfway. Anyway, it's all good fun. Let us know in the comments who you think we should take on next. Have a great rest of the week, guys. Come back on Wednesday when we're back to normal. Loads of yard action, jobs, all sorts. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Rachel, you're coming very close.
I can't wait.
That's funny. That's fine.